Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day. Sorry, I'm looking in the viewfinder. For today's video I'm going to be doing the 25 deep questions tag while I'm doing my makeup, and my battery is flashing red, so if it cuts off at any given point, that is probably why. So it's dead. So I have at least one battery that works, so that's great. Well, that literally took like 25 seconds to die on me, so that was great. This one is halfway no battery, so this could also die too, but we'll just see how it goes. So yeah, I'm going to be doing my makeup while doing the 25 deep questions, so it just looks like this. I'm going to be doing the 25 deep questions, and it's just on Tumblr. So I'm going to get started. First thing, I need to tie up my hair actually. How have you all been? I hope you're having a great... oh, it's flashing red. Wow. My batteries, I haven't... oh god. That literally went from halfway charged to no way charged. It's really dark outside at the minute, so I'm trying to... This is going to look really ugly. Could look worse. Anyway, I was going to say, yeah, it's really dark outside, so I have loads of lights behind me. Actually, would this make a difference? Does that make it worse or better? What are we thinking? Yeah, I'm going to leave it on. So I'm going to first start with some... I'm going to start with some Insta Strobing. So I use the Rimmel one, and it just looks like this. I absolutely adore this. It's so good. So it just gives me an extra glow. As you can see, my skin is really bad at the minute. Yeah, and this is just a pink glow, if you can see that. It's a nice pink glow. My skin is really bad at the minute. I've got loads of spots and all of that, but yeah, I'm trying to get past it. And this just gives the skin a nice glow just underneath the foundation. It's really nice. And I also use some of my... I actually need to get more of this. My MAC Prep and Prime. So it just looks like this. I think everyone knows what this looks like at this point. I need to get more of this because it's really good. So I just... I let that go into the skin. And the first thing I do is I do my eyebrows. Now I'm actually having a bit of a horror story with my eyebrow. I have a thing called trichomania. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's where... I feel a bit vulnerable saying this, but I pull out my eyebrow hair when I'm anxious. It's an anxiety thing, and that's why I have a massive hole in my eyebrow. So in case you were wondering what was going on there, where did I put my eyebrow stuff? So for my eyebrows, I need to start answering questions. I'm gonna be here all day. So the first question is, what is more difficult for you? Looking into someone's eyes when you're telling someone how you feel, or looking into someone's eyes when they are telling you how they feel? This is the eyebrow product that I'm using as well. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Ebony. Is that focusing? Yeah, sorry. So the most difficult thing for me is definitely looking into someone's eyes when I'm telling them how I feel. I find it so hard to do because I just hate eye contact. I find eye contact really difficult. My eyebrows are so hairy, so just please excuse me on that. Okay, I know my eyebrows look honestly disgusting because like they're just really hairy and stuff, but please just excuse me while I get my eyebrows back to normal. I feel really subconscious, so yeah. The next question is, think of the last time you were really angry. Why were you angry, and do you still feel the same way? Ooh, wow. So I'm just using my Revolution concealer, which is the best thing that's ever happened, and I'm actually running out of this as well, which is sad, but I have another one there, so it's fine. I don't want to say, basically, oh, that is a controversial question. Basically, things got spread about me that wasn't true, and am I still annoyed about it? Hell yes, but I think it's kind of, sometimes you have to just not, yeah, sometimes you just have to get over things. People are going to do things that hurt you and it's going to suck, but I'm just going to be using this black canvas brush for my concealer. And it's gonna suck, but I think you just also have to get over it and have to move on from things like that. Especially in school, because the last thing you need in school when you've got, especially like a leaving cert going on, is drama and stuff. You definitely do not need that in your life. So yeah, I'm still annoyed, but because I was portrayed to be somebody that I'm not, so I'm just taking my other one and I just need to take the package off. I was portrayed to be someone satisfying that I'm not, and that really hurt. But I think you just have to stay strong and just realise, yeah, I'm not that person. So, and then move on from it. Yeah, it sucks so bad. But anyway, you are on a flight from Honolulu to Chicago non-stop. There's a fire in the back of the plane. You have enough time to make one phone call. Who do you call? What do you tell them? Oh my god, that is really hard. That is so hard. Who do I call? Look how satisfying. Sorry, I'll do that again. Look at this. Ready? You're not ready. Sorry, satisfying. Anyway, I call my twin sister. I call my twin sister Kira, definitely. And I tell her that I love her and all of my family, and I tell her that not to, if anything happens, not to be sad, and that I love her and all of that. I tell her just to say that I love my boyfriend, I love my friends, and that hopefully I'll see them soon, but if I don't, then wait, is it like a dying situation, or yeah, or well, I suppose if it's a dying situation, then I tell them I love them and that I'll see them in the next life, which is really sad. But if I'm not gonna die, or like I don't know, like I'll just say that again I love them and I hope to see them soon. That's really hard, and that's scary to think about. Also, like, because I'm scared of flying on planes, so it's scary to think that I'm just taking the concealer over my spots. It's scary to think that on a plane there would be a fire, especially when I hate fires too. That would be like my worst nightmare, because like it's hard enough to get me on a plane anyway because I find them really difficult. But to die and that just honestly scares the shite out of me. Next one, question 5. You have one of the following two things. Which do you choose? Why? Love and trust. Oh yeah, you can have one of the following two things. Which do you choose and why? And the two things are love and trust. As in, I don't know, that's really difficult because both are such different things. Like, love is nice to be a loving person, you know, to love others and to have lots of love. I love being surrounded by people who show lots of love. It's really, really nice. But love and trust. If I had to pick one, it would be trust. I'd rather be someone who people could trust. Is it just like that I have, or yeah, for me it would be trust. I think trust is the foundation of any relationship, and if you don't have trust, you have nothing, in my opinion. So yeah, definitely trust for me. No, the reason why I just put a bit of concealer on over is because, especially when my skin is bad, I like to just have something there just to add like an extra layer. Does that look blended? Yeah, so my eyebrows look like crap, but anyway. Next I'm going to be using the Jacklyn Hill palette, and my boyfriend got me this for Christmas. Thank you, I love it. And yeah, so I'm just gonna, this is the palette here. I'm sure you've all seen this like a million times before. I love this palette to pieces, and a lot of the brushes that I'll be using, like this, a lot of them, like these are only like a few of them, are the BH Cosmetics brushes, and they just look like this. And they have like, I'll just take this one for example, it just has like the BH Cosmetics logo here, and I'll try and find the link if you want them. I got them for €20 on Black Friday, literally the best decision I ever decided. So yeah, I'm going to be using this brush here. It's just like a little, I don't really know anything about makeup, but I try. It's just a little like brush I used to use with the browns. So I'm going to be taking the shade Silk Cream. So it's this one here. I'm going to be taking that just all over my lids, on both of my lids, on this little brush. Just dabbing off the excess because it's very pigmented. There's one thing that I honestly thought that this palette had a mirror, and it would be so handy if it did, but it doesn't, and it was really disappointing. Zoom you in a little bit, or maybe that's a little bit close and personal, just so you can see what I'm doing, but then also that's actually really ugly. Zoom you all the way into my eye, and then you can just see how hairy my eyebrows are. Yeah, so I'm just basically patting the colour just all over the lid. I'm also not a makeup artist, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just very sorry about the state of my eyebrows. They're so bad, but oh well. I'm gonna zoom you out a little bit. I feel very self-conscious. Maybe I'll just leave you there for a minute. So then I'm gonna go slowly but surely dark. So I'm just gonna be using these two shades, just those two there. I'm just putting that kind of on the outer bit of my eye. There's another one. You're walking down the street on your way to work. There's a dog drowning in the canal on the side of the street. Your boss has told you if you were late even once more you are fired. Do you take the time to save the dog's life? Why or why not? Oh my god, take the time to save the dog's life, of course. Like, I'm not gonna, like, I'll try and save the dog's life. I'm not gonna leave him there. I would feel absolutely horrible, especially because I love dogs so much. I feel horrible. Like, I can just explain to my boss that there was a dog dying in a canal. Literally, like, what happened if the dog died, and if the dog would have died if I, ugh. Anyway, definitely save the dog. 100% save the dog. Because at the end of the day, like, if your boss doesn't understand that, like, of course there's going to be times where you're late and you can't help it, like, you know. So definitely save the dog. 100%. At least. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go into, oh gosh, these two colours here. So I just tried, honestly this looks so messy, but just bear with me, okay? It works, hopefully. So I'm just going to be taking this orangey shade here. I don't really know what I'm doing, like, I just kind of, like, with makeup I just try and see if it works. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or what you're supposed to do, but question, I think, would you rather be hurt hurt the most by the one you trust or the one you love the most? Whoa, that's a difficult one. That's really, really hard. I think I'd rather be hurt the most by someone I trust the most, because if you're hurt by someone you love the most, you're dealing with heartbreak as well, and oh shit, I'm after dipping that into colour. You're dealing with heartbreak as well as dealing with, I'm going to zoom you back out again, as well as, ooh no, as well as being not treated the way you should have been treated. So definitely I'd rather be hurt by the one I trust, because at least then hopefully there's no feelings attached, so you're not getting, like, you're gonna get hurt but you're not gonna go through heartbreak as well, if that makes any sense. So for the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna pop into this colour here. Can you see that colour there? And I'm gonna also mix it with some of this maybe. So yeah, that colour is called Hustle and Meeks. So I'm going to just pop into the shade Meeks first and just pop that on the inner side of my eyeball. So that's just what the eyes look like. They look very messy, but I'm going to clean them up after. Actually that brush is a bit dirty, but just to, like, you know, pop them underneath. So just all of the shades that I used a little bit. All of the matte shades, that is. And I just pop that underneath my eyeball, getting up all close and personal, and I just go like that. It tickles like hell. So that is like just what I do, and then I'm going to zoom you back out. Ooh, out. No, not in. I'm going to get my concealer and just kind of like sharpen the lines. So I just go like that, just like that. That was probably too much. And then I just do it like that too. And I try and do something like that to sharpen it. So I'm just getting my concealer brush again, which is this one here. And I just kind of try and blend that out, kind of like just up and down. So because I used way too much concealer on that, I kind of just drag it down to kind of put it onto my face as opposed to getting it on my eyeshadow, if that makes sense. But I'm also tapping it down so it can kind of, does that make sense? So it's just like that. I'm taking my MAC Studio Fix, which is my favourite foundation. I'll get my ugly face out of it. And I have the lightest shade, I'm pretty sure, 10, and this is the shade that I use. So I just pump some of this onto the back of my hand. I usually use about 2 pumps, and I might go in with more after that if I need it. And I'm actually borrowing my sister's foundation brush because my one broke. And yeah, so this is the Sosu Jackson SF101 brush, and it's actually a really good brush. It's her Kabuki brush. I'm gonna look at the next question now. Multitasking here, you know. Your best friend confesses that he or she has feelings for you than just friendship. She is falling in love with you. What do you do or say? Wow, okay. That would be so hard to know what to do, because yeah, I suppose they wouldn't say it to me because I have a boyfriend, but I suppose if I didn't have a boyfriend, I suppose like if I just thought of them as a friend, then I would say, sorry, I don't feel the same way back. But if I did kind of think of them as more than a friend, then I would probably give it a chance and say that I like you, you know. I really like this foundation because it's really full coverage and you only need a small bit, but I'm gonna go, excuse me, I'm gonna go put on some more. So I'm just gonna use a tiny bit again, and that's just to use to put some on where I need it, like just over spots and all of that, just to add some more coverage. Next question, I feel like I'm getting really sick and I just finished being sick, so that's really annoying. Next question is, think of the last person who you know that died. You have the chance to give them 1 hour of life back, but you have to give up 1 year of yours. Do you do it? Why or why not? Yikes. I'm not obviously say anything because, let's say like details about the person, because that's not fair, but the last person I know that died, yes, absolutely, because this person was absolutely incredible. And yeah, this person was incredible, so yes, I would, absolutely. The kind of friend that you would want to have as a friend. I hope so, honestly. I really hope that I'm the type of person that I'd want to have as a friend. I try to be the best version of myself possible, and to be the nicest person that I can. Obviously not everyone is perfect all the time, and people make mistakes and people say stupid things and people, you know, start fights and all of that. Or not start fights, you know, fights can happen between friends and all of that. But I would like to say this is hard to blend out. I would like to say that I would like to have me as a friend the way I am now. I'm gonna have to do that under eyeshadow again because I'm after just covering it. That's great. So yeah, I'm just after fixing the under eye bit there. And the next question is, I don't know, does love sex? Your boss tells your co-worker that you have to let them go because of work shortage and they are the newest employee. You have been there much longer. Your co-worker has a family to support and no other means of income. Do you go to your boss and offer to leave the company? Why or why not? I think no. And the reason why I'm going to say no, obviously it depends on the person. It depends on, I suppose sometimes you have to be selfish in life. It depends on how I am fixed. If I could easily get another job then yes. If I was unhappy in that job, then absolutely yes. Next thing, sorry, I'm using is the Wet n Wild bronzer. I absolutely adore this bronzer. It is gorgeous. Ticket to Brazil. This is gorgeous. So I just pop this everywhere. It depends on, I think sometimes in life you have to be selfish. I think if you don't have a job, or I mean not if you don't have a job, if you are not financially stable enough, if I wasn't financially stable enough to do it, then no. If I could easily get another job, like let's say with my family or something, then yes. If I was unhappy with the job, then yes. I think sometimes you have to put yourself first, and yeah, although it is unfortunate that this person doesn't, you know, would get fired, but sometimes you have to understand that people also are not going to do that for you either. I think sometimes it depends on the circumstances, of course. Like if I liked the job and it was like, if I absolutely adored the job, then no. I think everything in life happens for a reason, and maybe this person could find a different job and all of that. So I think no. And I don't want to sound selfish, but sometimes you do have to be selfish, especially if it's about your family. Like if I had a family to mind, a family to look after and all of that, then absolutely not. Because you have to put your family first. Kind of the amount of bronzer that I add, I like go in with some blush, and the blush I also use is from this palette. This palette is gorgeous. Actually, it's in the shade 022 Coral Glow. It's a really, really nice palette, and I just use an angled brush for this. Can you see that? An angled brush, and I just apply this to the apples of my cheeks. But before I do that, I'll go on to the next question. Question: when was the last time you told someone honestly how you felt, regardless of how difficult it was for you to say? Who was it, and what did you have to tell that person? Who was it? Recently it was with my sister, and it was just about something that she does that annoys me. Again, I know this is deep, but I don't want to, you know, that's my sister. Just something annoying that she does, like, and so I just kind of told her that it hurts, or that I don't like that she does it, and she was okay with it. Highlight, that's my favourite part. So the highlighter that I love, sorry you can just see my books there, but sure, it's normal. So so firstly, the next question is, what do you think would be the hardest thing for you to give up, and why would it be hard to lose? I'm just going to show you the highlighter. This is the highlighter here. It's from Ofra, and it is in this is the Nikki Tutorials collab. So the hardest thing, sorry about that, the hardest thing for me to give up would definitely be social media and scrolling through my phone and all of that. You're about to see how pigmented this highlight is. Are you ready? So yeah, so definitely social media and all of that. I'm just going to make sure you have a good view of it. Woo! Okay, that looks, it's more impressive in real life. This highlighter is probably the most pigmented highlighter I've ever used, but it does also mean that I have to be careful with it, or else it looks absolutely mental. If you can see it there, it's very pigmented. Social media, I would definitely, because I'm always on my phone, and it's actually not very good. I'm always on my phone. Oh yikes, that was a lot. Oops. I'm always on my phone, and it's not the best at all. So probably phone time and social media. Including romantic love, when was the last time you told someone you loved them? Who were they? Who were they to you? So yeah, excluding romantic love, I'm going to be doing my inner corner highlight just using the Jacklyn Hill palette and using these two shades. They are brilliant. Probably it was my sister. I tell my sister I love her all the time. So yeah, it was definitely my sister. And what was it for? I think it said, just because we were just having a deep conversation one day, and I told her that I loved her. So I think it's really, I don't say I love you to people as much as I should, because I don't know why, I just don't. I think it's so important that you tell the people around you that you love them, because I just think people don't say it enough. Well, I can only speak for myself as well. I don't say it enough, and I should say it more. Yeah. There was one moment and one time in the last month that would if there English, if there was one moment and one time in the last month, what would you change and why? Definitely something that happened over the last month to me that made me really upset. I'm not going to go into too much detail, obviously, sorry. You know, I don't want to shade anyone or anything because that would not be my thing. But definitely something that happened to me that I was portrayed to be a person that I'm not. For mascara, I don't have eyelashes. My eyelashes are really, really teeny. I'm just going to be using the Soap & Glory Thick and Fast mascara, but I'm going to do this off camera because I can't apply mascara. So that is it. I literally am the worst person at applying mascara. I always get it over my lashes, which is really not on my lashes, over on my eye. So the last thing I need to do, I still have loads of questions left. I'm honestly so disorganized. Is lipstick. So the next question is, if there was, imagine it is a dark night, you are alone, it is raining outside, you hear someone walking around outside your house, who do you wish was there with you? 100% my boyfriend, Audition. Definitely my boyfriend, because he just makes me feel calm and all of that without being cringy. He makes me feel so calm. And this is the Smashbox lipstick, and it just looks like this. It's gorgeous. I got this for Christmas. I got this for Christmas 2 years ago, I think, and I love it, and it's in the shade Audition. Focus. There we go. And yeah, I love this lipstick so much. It's so nice. Yeah, definitely Audition. Makes me feel calm instantly, and he kind of makes me feel relaxed. So, and yeah, that is the makeup complete. So this is just kind of like my everyday, if I want to make an effort type look. This is it. My nose is dripping a little bit, so I'm just gonna do a close-up for you. I don't know if you want to see that, but anyway, we're doing it. So this is the look close up. Would you give a homeless person CPR if they were dying? Why or why not? I would if I could. If I could give, like, as if physically could give CPR, I would absolutely give it, but I can't. So I'd let somebody, if there was somebody who knows what they're doing there, then I would let them do it, and if not, I would ring an ambulance or something. And yeah, things like that really scare me, because if it did happen, I should really learn how to do that. Definitely. You're holding onto your grandmother's hand and the hand of a newborn, and you do not know as they hang over the edge of a cliff. You have to let go to save the other. Who do you let fall to their death? What was your rationale for making that decision? That's hard. I think the newborn baby to save, because they have their whole life ahead of them, whereas an older person has already lived a lot of their life. So I just think from that retrospect it will be a lot fairer, but it's hard when it's your nana, because obviously you love your nana. And are you old-fashioned? Yes, 100% old-fashioned sometimes. My views are a little, no, as in like, they're not old-fashioned as in like narrow-minded. I'm not narrow-minded at all, and I wouldn't like to think that I'm narrow-minded, but I'm old-fashioned in the sense of, like, I suppose romance, you know. I like go on dates, and especially when it comes to sex, I wouldn't just have sex on a first date with somebody. I would like to wait. So that type of thing, yes, I am old-fashioned. When was the last time you were nice to someone and did not expect anything in return for it? Wow, the shade. Very recently, I'll tell you that much. Which would you choose? True love with a guarantee of a broken heart, or never loved at all? Why? For me, I'd pick true love with the guarantee of a broken heart, because at least that you felt love. Whereas if you felt no love, I would then feel bad. But like, sometimes you can have your heart broken, but it makes you into a better person, and who's to say that you won't meet someone else. Or never loved at all. I would not like to be never loved at all. I would just feel really lonely. Last question. If you could do anything or wish anything, what would it be? If I could do anything or wish anything. Honestly, this is gonna sound cringy, but I just wish for happiness. I just want to be happy in my life, no matter where it takes me. and that is it. Like, I just want to be happy in my life, and I know, like, even right now I'm doing my leaving cert and all of that, so I am a little bit unhappy sometimes. So I just want to know, I just want to be happy in whatever it is that I choose to do, and even through the hard times of life, to try and be the best I can be. So that is the video finished. I hope you enjoyed it. I just wanted to do a makeup video because I haven't done one on here in literally, I'd say, Valentine's Day last year. That's almost a year ago. That's insane. So I hope you liked the makeup look. I still do my makeup quite similarly, so it's probably, you probably just looked just like, ugh. Anyway, but I hope it was okay, and also, yeah, and I just loved answering those questions because I want to talk about more things on my channel. I want to be as open as possible without feeling guarded and all of that. So yeah, this video is probably really long. I'm very sorry about that, but thank you so much for listening to me. Subscribe. We're almost on 400 subscribers. I'm so excited, so thank you so much, and I'll see you very soon, hopefully with another video. My mocks are coming up soon, so I don't know how good my videos will be, or even if I'm gonna get a video, because they're coming up in 3 weeks, so I'm trying to get as much studies done as possible. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Yeah.